Alright guys, welcome to a special edition analysis on Duma. I'm not even going to do the amount of crazy prep work that I do for other characters in analysis, because Duma is just Duma. So my folks on Twitch here, just feel free to say hi to the guys on YouTube, and I'll do the due diligence and provide you with the information you need to understand why Duma is a good character. But as difficult as it may be, there's really not that much to go over here if you don't know why Duma is good. But we'll also find out why he's not good. And yeah, that's today's video, okay? So enjoy. I would say that we definitely spent a good time trying to figure out how exactly can we make Duma useful. And Duma has come a long way. If you don't know, he's literally the first defense mythic ever in Aether raids, but despite that, he aged pretty well. Okay, he aged pretty well, but not because he's a good combat unit. In fact, the most common build is something you see literally right here above me. And I did it, of course, I looked in, it's pretty much the same. Okay, if you want to use Duma, you basically want him with Wings of Mercy follow-ups, use his high attack stat. He probably doesn't even need the seal. He might be using distant guard, close guard, a chill, or something like that. And you come in, and with fell breath, you might get a one-shot on something that is unsuspecting of him. But don't expect him to do anything more than that when it comes to kills. I'm gonna be honest. I went through the simulations and even tried like an ARD speed res build, lance breaker. It doesn't matter. Your standard vector here is gonna completely destroy him. I didn't even bother checking Christina or Brave Edelgard. I know 100% sure that he'll just die. Bike, he'll die. There's no way. I don't see how he could do it. The problem is mobility, really. Like, if you take off Wings of Mercy and you give him, like, I don't know, different B skill, he just doesn't, he's not going to get in a position where he's going to work, okay? So, if Wings of Mercy seal ever happens, then, yeah, then I think he'll actually be pretty good. Like, he'll really be good, because then you could run Bold Fighter in B or Special Fighter with Wings of Mercy. That would make him insanely good, especially in being able to kill things. But you're not going to use him for fighting. Don't try to use him for fighting. That's just not what Duma's good for. Okay, the reason Duma is good, folks, is because of upheaval. Okay, upheaval. If you don't know what this is, literally deals 7 damage, which is really good for disabling stuff like Bridal Fjorm. If that Bridal Fjorm player doesn't have a healing tower, doesn't have any sort of healing, that will do pretty well to potentially disable some isolation checks, or at least delay a player from winning or engaging on your team, because they need to engage turn 1 or maybe turn 3 after healing, which is pretty good. Plus, he destroys a building. Now compare that combined with catapult, and you have yourself something really good, because now the most common lane 3 and lane 4 buildings, which happen to be Bolt Tower, get destroyed, and that disables players from player phasing into your team. Now, I'm not going to say that a team comp like this is actually pretty good. Don't put your units in the corner, okay? I just didn't know where to put her right now, so whatever, don't do this. Don't even copy this layout. You'll see failure every day, minus 60, minus 40. Don't do this to yourself, okay? The point is, Duma, catapult, boom, lane 3 and 4. Most people put bolt towers here. Now it's harder for them to engage in this team. Maybe you can make this work if you have like near save and far save, and Arden with ground orders comes in and smashes faces, and look at him go, man. And maybe she's healing and stalling for a bunch of turns. Whoa, Wings of Light. Duma is now really strong. On turn 5, he has 100 attack. How can you mess with him? Yeah, that's basically Duma in a nutshell, folks. He's good in IP teams. He's probably good in most teams, as long as you can fit in a catapult on this and use him as that catapult. But that's about it. We're getting a Duma bonus season, I think, the next Anima, as of this video happening. If you want to know why Duma's good, pick up a one off of him, but don't ever try to make him like your main unit. Merges won't really do much for him. So I'm going to spend the next minute listening to Duma quotes, because we're just going to spend this time appreciating Duma. Okay, folks?
Rigel is a cold and harsh land. That is why my people grew strong. When did our paths diverge? One cannot help but wonder.
Yep.
A very long time ago, Milla and I came to Valentia from the land of Arcanea.
Whoa, that's like Marthland.
I am called Duma. I created the Regelian Empire. Strength is my domain.
I like it.
Milla governs the corrupt land of Zofia. It is most regrettable.
Most regrettable. Yep. It's a shame though, because Duma doesn't fight against his sister. You know, she's in Light Season, he's in Anima. They don't interact. He's a cool dude. If you haven't played Shadows of Valentia, I actually recommend you go do that. Although this is likely not the version or visual that you'll see of Duma if you play Shadows of Valentia. With that being said, folks, I don't really see what else I can really cover on Duma as a unit or as a character. I like the guy. He has a good background to him. Mila is also pretty cool. And if you want to use Duma, give him Wings of Mercy, put him in lane 3 or 4 with catapult in the other respective lane, and see as he knocks down those pathetic buildings that cannot stand up to him, and he will age timelessly. Okay, he will age timelessly. And to end off this video, I will go and showcase a very old clip of me appreciating Duma from a way, way, way long time ago. Okay? So,
dude. For a while is defense. You cannot expect to put a dormer in the aim of the 0 because only about 20. I do not feel I don't even feel better. See, now I understand this one. Okay, this one is true wisdom from Kmaguro. Okay, I don't care how bad this is translated. I know exactly what this says. This says, you cannot expect to put a dormer, aka Duma, on your defense team with the aim of zeroing, with like basically the aim of a success, okay? Because you're only gonna get the lowest minus 20, okay? So there you go. Wisdom from rank 2, ladies and gentlemen. The Japanese, we can agree. Don't use dormer, he sucks. There you go.
Okay? Don't use dormer, but actually use dormer. Dormer is good now. Hey, look! It's old school AR. Woo! Alright, seriously though, do use Dormer, but use them to take out buildings. Don't use them for anything else. If you have other mythics, just use those instead. Like Mira, she's a good mythic. Syros, not, you know, Duma is, okay, here's the contrast between Duma and Syros. Syros enables 7 slot, okay, that's good. Duma, catapult, okay, that's their roles right now. Mira, dance good, timeless. Catapult, timeless. Syros for 7 slot, not so timeless. So honestly, the worst mythic to age here would actually be Syros, believe it or not. But yeah, the thing here, guys, was in the past, with Duma being the only defense mythic option, it actually was better in some cases, especially with buildings being lower level back then, to just not use defense mythics at all. They didn't prevent as much lift loss, and it was okay to just build defenses without defense mythics back in the day. That's the context of that clip. Alright guys, I'm done with this Duma analysis. If you watched through all this, I appreciate it and thank you. If you watched at all, thank you. But now you can hopefully appreciate the oldest and most timeless, probably, defense mythic at this point. Thank you for watching, folks. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.